Hello and welcome to your reading. As you can see, there are no zodiac signs and no pick a card. This message will find exactly who it is meant to find when it is meant to find you. Now let's see what message found you right now. You've got wealth out first, the 10 of Pentacles. And then you've got the Three of Swords, sorrow. And at the bottom, you have Chariot. Okay. Now, this energy right here is both speaking about your past experiences. It is also speaking about what is happening behind the scenes, that which you are not consciously aware of right now, but that is happening, that is as real as what you can physically perceive with all of your senses. This is as real as that. This is already here energetically. Okay, so it is not a coincidence that right now your mind is coming up with a lot of ways on how to expand your wealth. It's like constantly you're thinking about new ways how to expand your wealth, or you're thinking about ways to manifest wealth. You're thinking about ways to expand your business, to expand your crafts, to launch your passion projects. You're thinking about all of these different things. It's as if there's like 20 different streams of ideas currently flowing through your mind, and all of it has to do with expanding your financial container. This is not a coincidence because you have the 10 of Pentacles, the wealth card, with the Chariot card in the unconscious position, what is behind the scenes. So behind the scenes right now, the energy of wealth is very active in your field. So you are constantly tapping into the energy of wealth, and that is why these ideas and these thoughts and these 20 different streams of idea patterns are just flowing through your mind every day. This is why you are struggling to stay on one idea because 20 other ideas are coming up, or 20 other ways of how you can make it is coming up. And ironically, it's all to do with money. Okay? It's because you're tapping into wealth frequency constantly. Now, you're tapping into this wealth frequency unconsciously, but that is not all that you're doing. The Sorrow card with Three of Swords is also here, and again, it is connected to the Chariot. So, you are also untangling and unconsciously untangling yourself from sorrows regarding money. You are healing your money frequency at the same time while tapping into wealth frequency. So this to me feels like this is a dual energy that you're in right now. It's healing and tapping. And then when you tap in, you get these ideas, you start to flow with money, you start to be in this abundant state, and then you remember sorrows regarding wealth, sorrows regarding past financial situations, and again you're in the healing then, and then you're backed in the tapped in. But every time you go into the healing and then you're backed into the tapped in, you rise higher. So you tap in further, you tap in deeper, okay? Because you have the Chariot here. And in the illustration of the Chariot card, you're not even sitting in the vehicle. You're sitting on top of the vehicle. You're tapping between these two frequencies of healing the baseline and tapping in higher to a higher wealth frequency, while not even remaining inside one of it, okay? Because you're not locking yourself into any frequency right now unconsciously. You're not tying yourself to any frequency energetically. So this is what you're doing. You're visiting. you're visiting the healing and you're visiting the higher wealth frequency. And then you're visiting the healing and then you're visiting the higher wealth frequency. Because right now, unconsciously, you know that everything is possible. Okay, everything is possible. So you want to see how far you can take this. While this dual energy is available to you, your unconscious mind is processing this beautifully. Your unconscious mind is quite literally, how do you say it? Is tapping into the fullest potential of this dual energy. So, what is the most healing you can get out of this situation? And what is the highest point of wealth frequency you can lock yourself in on? Okay, that's why you're dabbling between these two energies. You're visiting the healing, you're visiting the wealth frequency. And every time you visit, you go deeper, you heal a deeper layer, and then you tap into a deeper frequency, and then you heal a deeper layer, and then you tap into a deeper frequency. Because unconsciously, you know that once you tap into the wealth frequency that you actually want to remain on and have that be your baseline, that you are going to remain there. You're going to get in the vehicle and you are going to ride the full wave to lockdown. But if you're not there yet, you don't want to keep climbing. I feel like you want to eliminate completely this healing phase around money. Okay, that is what you're working on right now. You want to completely heal as deep as you possibly can without needing to continue to heal. Continue to heal your vibration regarding money and regarding the financial realm. Maybe in 2 weeks from now, or in 3 months from now, or in 6 months from now, or in 2 years from now. You don't want to have to continue to heal. So that is why you're doing this dual thing right now. Okay, it's very, very smart. Okay. Let's see. I am offering personal readings, so if you want to book your slot with me, the information will be down below. All right, you have the 8 of Cups in the prison position as well as the conscious position. This is what you are aware of right now. And this is 2 cards. There's Ruin, the 10 of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. And then at the bottom is the Princess of Discs, which is the Princess of Pentacles, basically, the kindergarten teacher. All right. So in the present moment right now, you are fully aware of the fact. You are aware of it. This is consciously happening. What I'm about to say is not going to be a surprise to you at all. This is not hidden. It is in your full awareness. You are fully aware of the fact that you are currently transcending, like ascending from a frequency in your life that felt like ruined, that felt like you've hit rock bottom, that felt like it couldn't go lower than that felt like it could have even been like you ruined everything, in quotes. You could have felt like that for a long time. That could have been a subconscious belief that you struggled with for a very, very long time. The belief of I ruined everything. Okay? So you're detaching from that, you're ascending from that, you're moving forward from a survival period of your life where you were truly mentally tortured by the idea that you had something to do with the circumstances that you faced at that time. And then you have the Knight of Cups right next to it. So this tells me that within that timeline that you are currently ascending from, that you are walking away from, there was somebody involved there. This is a seducer individual. This is someone that you almost like co-blamed for the experience that you faced. And then you have the kindergarten teacher. So this tells me that you are integrating all of the lessons learned from this timeline that you are walking away from currently right now. You know that you're walking away from that timeline. You are integrating all of the lessons learned from that timeline. That timeline, you literally view it as it ruined you. Okay? That is how you view that timeline. You could have even viewed this person, this Knight of Cups individual, as they had a hand in this ruining. So this is a very painful timeline that you are moving on from. Okay? Lessons are learned, it is secured, and as you can even see in the illustration of the Eight of Cups, you have the drink still standing on the top of the glass, which tells me that you didn't finish drinking the poison. It did not ruin you. You got out before it did. It did not ruin you. So that limiting belief that kept playing in your mind when you were in that timeline was a lie. It was a lie. It wasn't your reality because you are smarter than that. You didn't drink the full poison. Yes, you've had sips of it. You've had sips of it. And it took a long time for your body to process that poison and to get it out of your system. But you didn't drink the full cup. You can literally see right there, you didn't drink the full cup. And yeah, you can see that the seducer is quite literally giving you that poison that leads to ruins. You didn't drink the full cup. In fact, you even spilled the cup right there. So you did not consume as much of it as you thought you did. As that lie that limiting belief told you. Okay. You're a lot smarter than you think you are, and well, that you know you are right now because you have the kindergarten teacher. You are fully aware of your smarts and your wisdom and the decisions that you make right now, but your past version, the version of you that were in this timeline, is much smarter than they were given credit for at the time. They handled it way more beautifully than limiting, anxious thoughts gave them credit for. Okay. You've got the Queen of Swords, the Painter. Now, this energy is the subconscious energy as well as your future energy. Rock Star, the Knight of Wands, and then at the bottom is the Four of Cups, which is luxury. So subconsciously is where the magic happens. This is where you program your mind to attract the life that you want in the present moment. All right. I'm seeing something beautiful happening here in the subconscious mind. So subconsciously, you are right now programming yourself to have the belief system that you are allowed to both have the wealth that you want and the comfort that you want, as well as the leisure that you want. This is not the program of a person that is a great hustler that wakes up every day 4 a.m. and only goes to sleep at 2 a.m. and only gets like 2 hours of sleep a day. And they work in order to get that wealth. This is not the programming of that person. Okay? This is the programming of a person that views wealth in a way of there is a way for them to not have to work their whole entire day, have no time for their hobbies, have no time for their passions, have no time for leisure, or to even enjoy the luxuries of their labor. They just have to work. Okay? This person programs their mind in a way of there is a way. There is a way where they can have both. There's a way where they can have passive streams of income, where they, while they are relaxing, while they are enjoying their time and enjoying the luxury of their labor, that they're still getting paid for it. That they're still getting paid for it. While they are enjoying their passions and their hobbies, they're still getting paid. This is also someone that is programming their mind in a way of exposure, in a way of being seen, being in the public eye, having a voice. This is someone that has multiple different options of how they can generate money and income. They're not tied to a chair or to a specific location. This is how you are currently programming your mind. To me, the affirmations that jump up from this and the beliefs that jump up from a person that is programming their mind in this way is this: I make money in my sleep. That's a big thing. That is a big belief right there. You are programming your mind to make money in your sleep. Okay? I make money even when I'm resting. That's a huge one. Even when you're resting, which means you're not working, you are resting, but you're still getting paid. That's a huge one. I get money while still enjoying my hobbies and my lifestyle. That's big. That's big. You're still getting paid. You're still making new money. Not money that you've already worked for. You're still making new passive money, even when you're not at work. Even when you are enjoying your passions and you are creating and you're living your lifestyle. I allow myself to be seen and to have a voice in my community. That's giant. That's huge, because now you have a community. And you don't just have a community, you have a voice in this community. You have a say in how things go. I allow my work to be seen. Now you are allowing your work to be seen. It's big. Okay? These are the affirmations that pop up from those subconscious beliefs. And this is your reading, and I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. Bye.